Good morning. Good morning, friends. Happy Tuesday. Let me get myself up here on this device. Come on in. We're 2 minutes away from my official time slot on Craft Around the Clock. Let me... All right. Let me say hi when you come in. Hey, Cheryl. Good to see you here. Let me switch accounts. This is a problem when you got a lot of accounts going on. There we are. Okay, perfect. Comments. There's Tracy. How are you, sweet friend? Come on in, guys. Thank you for joining me this morning on Craft Around the Clock. It has been a busy day. It's been a full morning on Craft Around the Clock. I'm here in Vegas visiting my mom. And I'm here by myself, so Rich or the dogs didn't come. My cousin is coming today from Colorado, and I haven't seen her in, I want to say 35 years. The last time I saw her, I was pregnant with Yasmin. So it's almost 36 years. Isn't that the craziest thing ever? So I'm here, I'm flying solo, and I was up early this morning because I didn't have the dogs to wake me up. So I was here early, and I was been catching all kinds of replays. I saw Mary this morning, and then I saw, who was before her? I'm trying to think. It was Mary, and then, I can't remember. Oh, then it was Sheila, and it's just been a fun morning. Hey, Molly and Robin's here. Welcome, everybody. It is officially my time slot, so welcome to my segment. I am Mara LaFay with Vintage Retail Therapy by Mara, owner, designer, and creator of Diva Design Stencils. 37 years. Okay, my husband must be on. 37 years I haven't seen her, so I'm super excited to see her. So today we're going to be playing with another paper from our latest bundle. Let me see. Thank you, Molly. Let me see if I can paste the bundle in there. Nope, I can't. Since my honey is here, maybe you can paste the bundle in there, Rich, if you're here. Yeah, the boy is home. Oh, yay! Yay, Molly. Oh, good. I'm so excited for you. So anyway, we're going to be using another paper from the bundle. If you're new, first of all, welcome. I'm so glad you're joining me. My glasses are crooked in there, driving me crazy. Thank you for joining me. Last week, we did a paper from the bundle. I want to say this is our third paper. It's warm here in Vegas. It was like in the 90s yesterday. I actually sat by the pool for about an hour and a half and did some exercises in the pool, which was great because then I didn't have to walk in the heat later on. Say, hey, Lena, how are you? Good to see you. So anyway, this is another paper from our bundle. I did do a little bit of work on it ahead of time because I wanted to make sure that I got done. And so look at this gorgeous peacock. So you can see the paper is just been cut off and it's just right about here, but we did some blending in there using the colors from the bundle. So if you don't know about our bundles, I want to say this is our third, maybe fourth bundle. You purchase 4 paints and you get 4 coordinating papers for free. So it's a great deal. You love the peacock paper. Debbie says you used it a while back for a multimedia. Yeah, I love this paper. So it's been blended in using the colors from the bundle. I just have a few of them here. I'm missing one of them. I'm not sure which one. I think I'm missing the silver one. You have carved peacock chairs. Oh, I bet they're fabulous, Robin. So anyway, this is where we started. And let me get my camera down just a skosh more so you can see my project. There you go. And welcome to our newbies. I would love for you to follow our page if you're not already. All right, so I put this here, and I wasn't sure. This is from the latest release. This is Chateau Bloom. I really do love it. I think I want a little bit more of this on my board. So I think we're going to, like I said, I did a little bit of prep work. So I think we're going to add maybe, I kind of like how that looks. I kind of like how that looks. So I don't always put my entire stencil on my board. There are times that I actually work it off to the side like this, so it's not completely covering my project, and also it's not getting a full design, but I may add some of it up earlier. I don't know, we'll see. We may add some of it up higher, I mean, not earlier, higher. You didn't get a notification. If you're not on our Telegram channel, you probably, that's where the notifications go. There was a post this morning though, okay? All right, so I'm offloading just a little bit, and we're just going to start. I love this bronze color. It's such a nice, rich color. We are going to be adding that turquoise color on top of that as well. So we're just going to create a bit of a shadow with this color, and then we'll add in some of the other color. This, oh God, it's so fabulous. I love this color. It's a metal. So in this particular bundle, there are 2 metals and 2 crystal pastes. So this is the decor metal and turquoise. There's the deluxe paste and truffle. And then there is a crystal paste and gold and silver. And you get 4 free papers that match. I know one of the biggest struggles for a lot of you, and I only know this because I've polled you and you've asked me, is knowing what paper to add to what paint, you know, coordinating the 2 of them. So I always say this because it's kind of true. When we do our bundles, it's kind of like Garanimals for artists, because everything is already figured out for you. So really all you need is the surface, which takes a lot of the guesswork out. And then you can just get to the fun part, right? Because it's already all matched up for you. Of course you can add your own. Yeah, if you go ahead and pop me in the nose, like boop, right there. And if you're not following, it'll give you an opportunity to follow. My husband, every time I say that, he goes, oh, I'd love to pop you in the nose. He's such a stinker. All right, I like that so far. I have a few other stencils with me, and I'm not sure if I'm going to put maybe one more up there, or maybe just go in with this bohemian border. I think that might look kind of fun. So this is bohemian borders. I'd love to do this one, but I don't think there's room, and I'm not mad at that one. I kind of like this top one. Let's go ahead and do that one. Oops. I wanted to mention, on Saturday or Sundays, I usually put up a post asking you to share your projects using Diva Design stencils. And the reason I do that is because we've been wanting to do a giveaway once a month, but I don't see, and I know a lot of you are using them, but I don't see, like last Sunday when I posted, nobody posted their projects. So I want to encourage you to do that, because, you know, you can get a free stencil. All right, I like that. I like that. Right, that's kind of cute. Maybe we need a little bit more of that. Do I want to put some down at the bottom? No, I don't think I do. I think we're going to go back to Chateau Bloom. And Rich, if you want to put in the link to the bundle, you can't see the other papers because he did it a little differently this time. But I promise you, they're all fabulous and they all match really well. So I think... we're going to put that there. Thank you, Robin. You're so sweet. Shout out to my home and lifestyle ladies. Today we're meeting a little bit earlier today, ladies, if you didn't get the notification in group. And if you're looking for a fun, safe place to grow some creative muscle, I encourage you to come and join us. We have a great group of ladies. We do exclusive content. We have prizes and giveaways, and just a fabulous group of ladies. We go on trips together. It's a lot of fun. And a lot of you, a lot of my newbies are in my Not Your Mama's Textile class. So we did one session on Friday. We did a 2-hour session on Saturday, last Saturday. And then next Saturday, we'll do another 2-hour session. So we're applying textiles, not only to jackets, although we are doing 2 jackets, but also we're talking about inlays and fabrics and foils. We have a new foil adhesive just for textiles, and it's only $20, actually $19.95 for 2-hour classes. Hey, Jules. So make sure that you join us. If you do, please send me a message and let me know that you have joined the class, because I can get you the link right in that messenger. Otherwise, it'll go to your email and it may go to spam. Just saying. Just saying. Okay, I like that. I like that. I like that. I feel like maybe we could use something a little here, but do we want to go in with this? A little bit more of this. Or I was thinking about maybe some words. Huh, what do you think? Maybe some words. Yeah, it is in bundles. It is in bundles. This is our third or fourth bundle. I'm not sure about this corner. Let's leave that corner for a minute. And then let's add a second color. I love a good peacock, don't you? All right, so where am I? All right, you know what? I did that half after that half. All right, let's see. My eyes are not doing great, but just lost my spot. So I'm placing it over the original stencil, if I can find it. I can find it in one spot, but not in the other. It's not matching up. And then I'm moving it up and a little bit to the right. Let's go in with this color now. Whoops. Look at that gorgeous color. Is that not fabulous? Man, that's yummy. All right, let's do a new brush. Dorothy, I need to message you about the workshop. I was going to grab you a link for the workshop. So right after I'm heading out to feed my mom. So if I don't chat with you right afterwards, I will message you after. This is going to bring in a little bit more of that yummy turquoise color. Hey, Pamela. Let's see. like that, but I want to add just a little bit more, and I don't know which one. I think I might want to do this just for a little pop of color. Let's see, if I don't like it, I wipe it off. Let's see. Ooh, I like it very much. I like it a lot. I'm sorry, you guys, I'm trying to concentrate on this so I'm not in the comments with you. Oh, that's really pretty. Okay, I like that. So now we have 3 colors on that stencil, and I just want to encourage you, if you've not done this before, just to try it, because this is just one color, and then this is adding that other color, and then you can see that lighter color in there, how great that looks. Mom is the same. Thank you for asking. I'm actually heading over there as soon as I get done here. My sister is there a little early today. All right. Let's shift. Getting shifty here. And then we'll go in with our turquoise again. Jamie, I'm so excited. I can't wait to meet you. And you do have a fabulous roommate. If you are in, if you're doing in my private membership group and you're in the September workshop and I haven't gotten you in the group, I think I pretty much have gotten everybody in, but just in case, message me. Also, if you've signed up for the Not Your Mama's Textile and you're not in that group, it's not too late to join. We only did our first live last Saturday. So you have a week. Hey, Mac, you have a week to catch up. And then we're going to do the second live when I get back next Saturday, not this Saturday, but the following. So there's still time to join. Come and join us. All right, let's get that lighter color in there. I gotta watch my time. I didn't bring my dryer, but that's okay. That's all right. This little color gave it a nice pop. I always say it looks like I'm making a spotted mess, but trust me when I tell you, when you take it off, it looks really great. It gives you that extra dimension in there. And then I have a little bit here. Let's see, where did those come from? I think those came from down here. It did. All right. What do you think? What do you think? It's okay, Pamela. Thank you for being here. I so appreciate you guys. Oops. Let me know if you have the Chateau Bloom stencil and if you've used it yet. It's one of our newest ones. I think it's kind of turning out to be one of my favorites. I know I say that all the time. I know I say that all the time. But you know what? My stencil designs, they're like my kids. I love them all for different reasons. But this one, I gotta say, I'm really loving this one. This is kind of like, to me, like a cross between Cottage Lace. You remember Cottage Lace, how versatile it is? And then the Bohemian Rhapsody stencil. So this one kind of has that Bohemian Rhapsody vibe to it. There's Sheila. But it's different. It's kind of like that, but different. So let's add that third color on here. Let me find my spot. Let me find my place. There I am. I shifted it. I very rarely use stencil adhesive because honestly, I hate cleaning it off my stencils. I really do. It's a pain in the tuchus. So I usually hold it or tape it. But stencil adhesive is great if you need it. Now I will use it sometimes on textiles You do. You might start using it this weekend. Oh my God, blue with lemons, fabulous. And it does kind of have like an Italian tile feel to it, right? There's Nancy, a sweet friend. All right. Loving that so far. Let's do that over here. Let's find my space and then let's move it up and shift. Getting shifty. And then here we go. You can find, if you don't have the stencil, and it's a must-have, you can find it on our website. Hashtag website, one word, no spaces, will get you a direct link into your Facebook Messenger. The bundles are there. The stencils are all there. Hey, Sheila. There's Kimberly. Hi, Kimberly. I believe she's up after me on Craft Around the Clock. If you're not part of that group, it's 24/7 crafting. And there's some wonderful ladies in there. Definitely want to check it out. You know what I say, Sheila? Creativity, I tell my private group ladies this all the time. Creativity is a muscle. The more you use it, the bigger it grows. When I first started stenciling 30-something years ago, we did shadow our stencils. So it's something that we've done for years. But really just recently, I started adding more than 2 colors. I just think the more colors you can add in there, the more interest it gives it. It's different. All right, so here's our second color. We have our brown. So you always want to do your shadows in like maybe dark gray, black, dark brown. So I love the Pentart's Earthy Brown for a background color. In this case, we're using the Deluxe Paste, which is part of the bundle, the latest bundle. Let this dry a little bit. All right. All right, now let's add a little more. And then we got to work in that gold somehow. I thought about adding some rhinestones on this. I probably will have to do it off camera because I don't think we'll have time. So this is something that you don't want to overthink. Just apply it. Don't get caught up in the there's a little more here and not as much here, because that'll just lead you right down to stinking thinking, right? I tell my ladies all the time, just keep your hands moving. Just keep them moving. And you're gonna see just this little accent piece. How great that looks on there, just adding that. Now you could, if you wanted to add another color, that would be pretty, and I think we may do that. Let's see how much time we have. But can you see those 3 colors in there? How that just really, really pops. Really pops, but we need it up there, don't we, ladies? So let's do that again. Now we're going back to our Bohemian Border stencil, and we'll add it this way. Like this, find your spot, and shift. Let's go down this time. Hold. Time for some more paint. Rhinestones and the peacock feathers too. Yeah, I was thinking that too, Debbie. You're way ahead of me, and I thought, oh, I actually have a Totally Dazzle kit here in Vegas. I used to keep paints, a duplicate set of paints here, but I found that in Vegas, they were kind of drying out on me. So I do still have a lot of products that I keep here. And I do have an extra Totally Dazzled kit because, come on, you can never have too much bling, right? All right, let's... A little more offload. So I'm just using a little bit of paint, and then I'm just kind of slightly offloading. The biggest problem that people make with stenciling is they get a lot of bleed through, and the reason that is there's way too much paint. You need to offload it. Well, when I first started stenciling, I thought, oh my God, I'm wasting all this paint. Trust me, you're gonna waste a lot more than paint if you get too much on there. You're gonna ruin your project. You're not gonna be happy with it. So make sure you go ahead and offload, and also don't use that much paint. You can see I've had this brush for years, and you can see that I very rarely, you should not have paint, not even halfway up. This is called the ferrule of your brush. If you get paint way up here, this paint up here will never make it down to the bottom. So don't overload your brush with paint. Don't stick it in so far that you have paint creeping all the way up the ferrule of the brush. That's a waste. That's a waste of product. And that paint will never make it down. And it'll be really a lot harder to clean your stencil if you have paint way up there. All right, so let that dry just a second. I didn't bring my dryer here, but that's okay. Offload again. So this part is kind of fun. I think we may wind up adding a third color. I could see this with a little bit of white. Just a little bit of white. So the moral of the story is mix your stencils. Don't be afraid to only use portions of your stencil. You don't have to use the whole sheet. You can just use bits and pieces of it. To me, your projects are a little bit more interesting if people kind of have to linger a little bit and kind of zoom in or check it out, or let's see if we want a little more than that. No, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good, but I do want to add a third color, and I think I'm going to go with a little bit of white. Just a sprinkle of white. Do I have a clean brush around? Hey Candace, how are you, sister? This is my Vegas apron. I got this at the Paris Hotel in Vegas, and I keep it here for when I work here. Come on, paint. Okay, I don't need very much. Let's see if I have a clean brush on this side. I do. Let's add a little bit. Oh my gosh, that made such a big difference. I kind of need some. I need some more of that. More, you say? Yes, more, please. Okay, how am I doing on time? Oh, I got plenty of time. All right, so now you're gonna see with this fourth color how that is really going to pop. Thank you, Debbie. Look at that, right? More is more, Robin. You got it. Oh, I left out a piece here. Right. Four colors coming at ya. Boop, 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 boop. Boopity, boopity, boop. It almost kind of has that like splatter effect. And this one never even got any turquoise on it. So let's go ahead and fix that. All right, what do you think? What do you think? Now I need a little bit of white in there. Just a little bit. Yaha, let me show you the difference. Okay, so first color, brown. Second color, the Decor Metal Matte that's in our bundle. Then we went in with a brighter blue on this side. This is fabulous. But if you want to kick it up another notch, ta-da, look at that. So there you've got 4 colors in one stencil. No, next week is hats, Robin. Today we are making gifts for your artist friends. It's going to be a fun class. But we're meeting a little bit earlier. Look at that. Can you see the difference? How that just kind of pops right off of the page. Now we need to address this little lonely little corner. Hey, Judy, this lonely corner. What will we do here? We could add a little bit more of this. I could flip it. Could flip it and go down. Flip it good. No, maybe I like it up. Decisions. I feel like if I have the words, it's gonna be dark. Think, so if I want it down or if I want it up. Now let's do it up. Let's do it the opposite way. And let's just do 3 of them right here. And so we're going to go in first with our brown. I was thinking about the words. You think I should do the words? They'll only be in one color though, just because I think it'll be too messy. Unless I just do it in the turquoise. Maybe we'll do, all right, Debbie wants the words. Let's add the Harmony stencil in there. So if you don't know, this is Harmony. It's actually the words and the music notes of Amazing Grace in French. And if you didn't know, if you tape off every other line, okay, tape off every other line, it will fit right inside these notes. So if you didn't know that about the Harmony stencil, now you know. Now you know. All right, let's do this in this color. Let's do that in this color, and then maybe add some gold over it. So we're going to start it in the metallic turquoise. Hello to all my Craft Round the Clock sisters, Ribbon Branch Crafts. Thank you for joining me. All right, do I want it up that high? No, let's do it down here. Right about here. Whoops. Keep shifting it. Shift happens. And I was wanting to use that gold. It's really hard to see it. Really hard to see it. But let's add some crystal paste over that. Hey, Charlotte. It's a little bit better. It's still kind of hard to see. Hey, Jan. So the bundle will come with a gold crystal paste and a silver crystal paste. And I got a chunkage there. So I'm kind of getting down to the bottom. So I'm kind of digging through the crusties here. All right, you'll be able to see that better once it dries. But there it is there, but we're not done because I'm kind of feeling like I'd like to add a little bit of this on there, just in a few places, and maybe in gold. Maybe in gold. So this is Distressed Backgrounds. And let's see, this is all dry up here. And I'm actually going to turn my board around a little bit. And let's see if we can add some, maybe right in here. Ooh, that's pretty. You'll have to wait until that dries to really, really see that. The stencils, I love stencils, and they really are a game changer. They will take the most mundane project and just kick it up a notch. And if you learn how to use them, if you learn how to create without fear, oh, I need to add white over here. You will have the most beautiful, one-of-a-kind projects. I need to add the white to this other section over here. Again, you're going to have to wait to see that up close because it's not really going to show just yet. But you can see, I really can't see it. Thank you, Kelly. Let's add some more of that white on this side. Let's close this up. Let's close this up. So this is with just 3 colors, and now we're going to add that 4th color in there. And of course, we're going back with our Chateau Bloom. Is this dry? Oh, close. It's close. I hope I don't smush it. I might have to be a little careful. Careful, careful, careful. All right, let's get that white. Just that little pop of color just seems to bring out the texture a little bit. And it almost kind of gives you a splattered look, but I think it's more of a controlled splattered look. Because when you splatter, like, you can't control that nonsense, right? It's just gonna fly everywhere. So this kind of gives you that same effect. But a little bit more controlled. And then let's add some down here as well. I see a little naked spot here. This is almost dry. What do you guys think? You liking this? We'll do a recap. I wish I have the time to do my Totally Dazzle, but it's in the other room. I just don't, looks like it's looking through a window, right? That's pretty. Oh, let me get a little more here. All right. I did bring, let me put my brushes in water. Before I put this away. I think I'd like to add a little bit of this color. Did I bring any brushes? I do have this little brush. Let's see if we can add a little of this color. Maybe right in here. Oh. My paint's dry. Got a little DNA on there. Nope. Let's add a little color. Let's add a little of that color in there. Because now we have time to play, right? And you know what I did bring? I brought this decor pen in gold. We could do that. Whoops. Splatter. Chunkage. Come on, booger. Come on out. There you go. I'm getting a little too thick. All right. Let's add. His poor little legs are so thin. Yeah, I feel like we could add a little bit more maybe here. Brings it up just a little bit. And then we'll throw some Totally Dazzled in there. That'll be fun. So let's do a little bit of a recap. We started with one of the papers that's in our bundle. You purchase 4 paints in the bundle, and there's 4 coordinating decoupage papers already planned out for you. Last week we used one of the papers. This is another one of the papers. So buy 4 paints, get 4 free papers. Such a deal. It's on our website under bundles. I want to say there's 2 bundles left. I'd like to add a little bit of this color in here, just to blend that in. A little bit up in through here. Then we went in with our Chateau Bloom stencil. So here is Chateau Bloom. We did it in the brown. Then we went in with the second color in the bundle. So these 3 colors are in the bundle plus a silver. I didn't bring the silver because I didn't use that today. Last week, and I also Saturday, I think it was on my YouTube page, I was in a collab, and I used another one of the pictures that's in the bundle. Last week, you can catch the replay here, and then we also have a YouTube channel. You can catch anything over 30 days, you can catch on our Diva Designs YouTube channel. So these are the 3 of the colors that are in the bundle. We did the brown first, then we went over it with the turquoise metal decor mat. And then we went over that. I just had some little craft acrylic paint. We went over it with that, and then we went over it with white. Up here is the bohemian borders. And then here is, which you can hardly see it, is the harmony stencil. And then actually we added another one because we added that crackle stencil on there too. As this dries, let me see if you can see that. As this dries, you'll see it a little bit more. A little bit more. I added it in here too. Once we add Totally Dazzle to all these little chandelier pieces, I think it's going to be fabulous. And how easy was that, right? Super easy. Any questions on blending? Any questions on mixing stencils? I actually pulled this mold thinking we would add it to the top, but honestly, I think it'll take away from it now. So our time is almost up. You guys, if you're watching on the Craft Round the Clock page, stay where you are because Kimberly's up next from Crazy Craft Company. She always has some fun projects for you, and she's in California too, so she's in the same time zone. Love this, Mara. Hope your time with it. Thank you. Yeah, I'm off to see the wizard. Your first time, Vivian, I'm so glad you're here. Please follow us, and please follow us on our main page, Vintage Retail Therapy by Mara. We would love to have you there. Although we usually do lives on Friday, date nights, but we won't be live this Friday. Anyway, God bless you guys. Make it a great week. Thank you so much for joining me. Time is precious. I so appreciate it that you came to spend time with me today. Ciao for now. Bye.